You know what? He's an immensely nice guy, and Leeds are immensely lucky to have had Bielsa, and Leeds are immensely and utterly finished because they're going to get relegated and not going to come up again for 15 years until another person of Bielsa's stature has enough humility in him to come down to the level of Leeds United.
Can I say something?
And bring them back up to the Premier League.
Which player would you think will be the first to be bought the moment this season ends and the transfer window opens from Leeds? I think Rafinha. Rafinha and Phillips.
No, but Phillips is more in demand than Rafinha.
No, right now, yeah, because of the position that he plays in.
There's less Phillips.
Rafinha got Barca. There you go.
No, but I mean, like the way Phillips plays, there's not that many Phillipses that you can say that played in the Prem, they played at the highest level, that he's a very, very good player.
We always talk about the problems for other teams in that position. We're not even going to mention that team right now. But how many options are there who have played at that level? Who's as good as Phillips in the Prem? Ndidi, is he?
I think Phillips is better than Ndidi.
Declan Rice, is he?
I think Phillips is better than...
It depends what type
he's better than
what
Declan
type
Rice.
of one you want.
Yeah. The thing is, if you see...
Fabinho, that's it.
No, he's the top.
Kante is a different... He didn't even play that position
when Kante
anymore.
played that position,
when he did,
him and Fabinho, I would say they would... but that... I know, but this was...
When Kante played that position, Kante was the best player in the world. Simple.
Fair. Fair.
But Fabinho is very close. Rodri, Fernandinho, obviously from the past. They're the guys, man. They're the guys that Phillips is competing with. Yeah. Who else is that guy for their team?
There isn't that
Who
guy.
exists? Højbjerg is not...
Nowhere near.
No, he's a good player.
No, but he's nowhere near them.
He's not Romeo. Okay, he can play and he does the job well, but you need Romeo and Ward-Prowse.
That's right.
To do what Phillips does, which is distribute that ball. So yeah, Phillips is out through the door. I hope he is, because if he stays,
he's not going to stay.
No, he's not going to stay.
He's not going to stay. He can't stay now. He knows he can't stay.
He knows that, and he knows that Leeds fans will understand. But this is where the problem is: Leeds fans calling for Bielsa to go out. What planet are you living on?
You know, Leeds fans are known as Leeds scum, right?
Yeah, we know that. We know that. But why? But
it's not just because of the way they look. It's because of their mentality and the way they speak as well. So it's a collective. That wasn't a joke, Abs. I know you guys are from Leeds.
They also call Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? No, look.
But Leeds scum are real. Like if you went to a Leeds game, Abs, you know what happened to you, right? So I cannot believe you're trying to defend.
No, I'm not defending Leeds. I'm just saying that Sheffield are also
Wednesday. That's right. Wednesday, yeah, they are.
But on that note, even the people who call for Bielsa out, they will always love and appreciate what Bielsa's done. Like he's got the mural not very far from here, at High Park Corner.
His face is everywhere.
He is going to be a hero, revered for a long time.
Because they're going to realise what they've lost.
Yeah, no, even more now. He was already a hero, but now, what I think, why it's a dumb decision, and we've said it many times in the podcast.
Only he can fix it.
Is who with that squad now, no transfer window. If you were going to get rid, you should have got rid before the transfer window.
Yeah, that's right.
Because who with that squad, without a transfer window, without Phillips, without Bamford, is going to keep this squad in the Premier League?
They're not.
The only person that can, they're talking about philosophy, and you know all the pundits, they always say this dumbness. I just don't understand why he's so stubborn. Why he doesn't change his tactics. How are you going to sit back with that squad?
You can't.
Who can defend in that squad?
The thing is, right?
They don't defend.
For that team, the best form of defense is offense, because they can't defend very well.
The man to man they keep dissing. It's because all he's got is runners.
That's right.
When he picked this squad up, there was no pure Premier League level talent apart from Phillips. Maybe Bamford. When he picks this squad up, you're not looking at that level of players. None of them. Who's Luke Ayling? Who is Luke Ayling? Arsenal reject. This guy will play in the Championship for the rest of his career.
Yeah, he will.
He's not going to be bought by any big club. Yeah. And if he is, they've been sold a pipe dream, because he's not going to last there. Where can he play? This guy gets up to the box.
Listen, that team deserves to be in the Championship, if you ask me. They deserve to be in the Championship. What he did to get them into the Prem, fantastic. It's a great achievement for him to put on his CV. I got a mediocre Leeds team into the Prem, and they played some exciting football, and they looked good. They did very well for a while. The injuries have finished him. And the lack of investment has absolutely finished his time at Leeds.
One of the big problems is the owners, the money that the owners haven't pumped into the club.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Leeds were in a position where they could have done something great in terms of longevity back in the Prem once again. If they'd gone out and spent in the right way and on the right players, they could have done something really well. But they haven't. And that they've shot themselves in the foot. Now they're panicking. They've got rid of the guy that could have fixed it. Had they been given adequate support, they haven't. So long may it continue.
But they made that decision already. At the start of the season, they made that decision.
Yeah, I know.
When you don't go and buy Premier League level players for your second season, we've seen it time and time again.
You get left behind.
Sheffield United,
Yeah.
first great season, fantastic. Second season,
So many
flopped.
injuries,
When you get
not
red,
enough investment.
Yeah,
See you later.
You get red and you lose your best players.
That's it, you finish.
You don't get red. The league gets used to you.
That's right.
But still, I think with Bielsa, they had a chance because with their gung-ho mentality, with their stubbornness, they will catch out teams. And I honestly believed that they would catch out enough teams to last with Bielsa. I don't see now your Sam Allardyce type manager, probably not Sam Allardyce himself, coming in, sitting back, defending a 1-0 lead.
Listen,
Because they're not going to get a 1-0 lead.
They're done.
They're not going to get a draw.
The teams around them, they are banging
No.
goals, they're winning as
Like-
well, except for Brentford and Norwich.
But Watford now, they're looking more solidified at the back.
They revitalised that.
Yeah, they're looking more solidified at the back. They're looking like, you know what? Any minute now, it's going to click for them and they'll stay up, right? Leeds now have left it too far. Like, this is the thing. They've made such a stupid decision getting rid of Bielsa. This is why they've shot themselves in the foot. And I'm not going to lie. I'm happy about it. I don't like Leeds. Do you know what I mean?
You know, we've spoken
Like
many
DJ
times
Khaled
about
says,
the Leeds
"Huh."
fans.
Congratulations. You played yourself. That's what Leeds have done, brother. They played themselves.
No, they have.
They have.
Obviously, as someone like from Leeds,
We've
I
been
know
saying
a
this
lot
for
of-
months. The only guy that can rectify this situation is
Is
him.
Bielsa. Yeah.
Before the January transfer window, this is all we were saying. If they give him a little bit of money in January, they'll be fine.
It just shows you.
And they didn't do it.
You know what? You know what it shows you? Yeah? It shows you even the board itself. They're not used to the limelight of the Premier League. When pressure comes in on a manager,
They don't know what to do.
it's big.
It's big.
But half of the fan base still loves and reveres this guy, and they wouldn't have minded getting relegated with him.
I know, because they know he'll bring them back up.
But I think Bielsa was always going at the end of the season anyway. And that was the thing.
The
If
thing
you're
is-
going
the thing
anyway,
is, I was
it
having
looks bad. It
I
looks
was-
bad on you if you leave him to the end.
Yeah.
And then he decides, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not
The
even.
thing is, though, right?
I'm not even down for the
I was
championship.
I was
again.
having a discussion with a Manchester United fan, and he was saying if he was a manager in any other club, he'd have been sacked a long time ago. And I said if he said if he was at a big club, he said if
I would
this
take him right now.
yeah. So I said to him, he said, oh, if he was at a big club, he'd have been sacked a long time
should've-
ago.
we should've
And
seen
I said
his reaction.
I said if he was at a big club and with the budget of a big club and the players of a big club, he'd be competing for everything. That's the kind of manager he is.
If he was, this is a Man United fan, right?
Deluded.
Let's not turn this about Man United.
I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying.
But if he was at Man United this season, we would be doing bits.
Bits.
Because this
Bielsa,
this
free now.
Yeah.
Get him, man.
this guy, do you know what? This guy actually suits a big club. He's proven now. Because if he did the same philosophy as he did with Man U, he would be able to buy the players who are not only physically capable, they're technically capable as
All
well.
right, imagine he went. Imagine just to say, right? Imagine he went to Manchester United, for example. Because for me, like if you see him at a club like Manchester United right now are at a crossroads. If they went with a manager like him, what he would do for the team for the next 2, 3, 4 years would be next level, because he'd bring in players. For example, he'd sign Phillips and Rafinha, just for argument's sake, just them
Yeah.
two guys, right? You got Phillips in the middle of the park, which would do wonders for your team. And I'd hate to think how efficient your midfield would become just for him. Him being there would unlock who. You'd have Fred with him maybe sometimes if need be, but that guy's crazy
Depends on the
anyway,
game. Depends on
right?
the game.
It depends on the game. But you just have him there, and imagine in front of him now, you got Bruno free, Pogba free and Bruno free. Whoever's up top, it doesn't matter. You guys got bags of goals in you anyway. It's just the way that you're playing right now. And because you haven't got the right personnel in the right positions, you're struggling. And with that kind of manager, bro, I am so glad he won't be going to Man U. And you got Ralph and them, man.
Can I play devil's advocate? Still doesn't disagree with my initial point. He's the only person that could fix this, but he built this as well. No other manager could manage that squad of players in any other way. This squad is built for running.
Yeah.
Built for following men. Built for that. And that's the problem with Leeds for me. Is there's no one that can solve this. So why get rid of him? Let him try his best, because the other philosophies are not going to work here. And that's it. That's where
Leeds
I
are
would say
hoping they're going to stay up now with this managerial change. The truth is they're not. And they're not, deep down they know that. So they're going to be...
They know that,
this
but
manager...
They want to act like we did something.
Yeah.
At least we tried to
But
do
this
something.
manager is for the championship to bring them back more than staying in.
But let's hope so for them. Let's hope so for
But
them.
no, that's what they're thinking. Right, I think we're going down here. So let's get someone
Yeah,
that's next...
get the parachute
Yeah,
payments.
yeah.
And they can buy players
that's
now.
right.
They can buy the best championship
Yeah,
players when
that's
they go
right.
down.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Right. Good luck to
And-
Leeds anyway.
Nope. Long may the bad luck continue. We may go down, because we don't like you. We don't. You know you don't as well.
I don't like the fan base, half of it.
You
See,
don't like Leeds.
The same half of the fan base that I don't like, who don't like Bielsa, it's probably the same half of the fan base that don't like me because I'm brown and live in Leeds.
Well, there you go. So you don't like Leeds.
I'd hope they are the same.
You don't like Leeds.
I'd hope they are the same.
No,
For
it's
their
all of them.
sake,
All
for
the
their
Leeds
sake,
fans
I
don't
hope
like
this
you.
goes wrong. Rotten wrong.